I'm Sam, and in this chemistry experiment, we will be making a vinegar and baking soda volcano. So, when we add the sodium bicarbonate to the vinegar, it produces carbon dioxide and water with sodium and acetate ions. However, before we begin, we must review the safety information. First, we need to have proper safety equipment and proper safety clothing. You never want to have open-toed shoes or be barefoot while in the lab. Always have a pair of sneakers or closed-toed shoes to wear while in the lab. Much better. Our toes are covered and we're staying safe. Next, you always want to make sure that you have a long-sleeve t-shirt and pants so all skin is covered. You never want to have any chemicals splash up onto your skin and burn you. Much better. Now all my arms and legs are covered, eliminating the chance of any chemicals to splash on and burn me. Just a few more steps and then we'll be almost ready to start. However, fashion is not of importance while in the chemistry lab. So remember, safety first. While in the chemistry lab, and if you have long hair, always make sure to keep it up with a hair tie. For this, I'm going to need my assistant Carson.
Hi, Sam.
Hi, Carson. So, as Carson's hair is now tied up, nothing can catch on it. It cannot catch on fire because nothing is hanging down, and no chemicals can get on it when she bends down. Thank you, Carson.
Thank you, Sam.
Before starting the experiment, you want to have a few safety measures down and pat. First, you want to be in an open, well-ventilated space. In the case of today's experiment, we're just using vinegar and baking soda. But if you were using any toxic chemicals that emit a toxic vapor, you wouldn't want to be standing in an enclosed space where you could breathe them in and potentially harm yourself. Next, you want to be wearing goggles to protect your eyes from any splashes of chemicals, and especially that we're making a volcano, you don't want to have the volcano erupt into your face. Next, gloves are very important as well. Always wear chemical-resistant gloves so no chemicals can get on your skin and harm you. Much better. Lastly, since we are going to be making a volcano, you want to have some paper towels or a cloth nearby to clean up any messes. Now, we're almost ready to start the experiment. However, before we do, just a few more safety tips. First, never eat anything in the lab. Your food could get contaminated by chemicals that you don't want to eat. Consuming chemicals could cause you to become sick or, in worst cases, die. Same goes with drinks. Never drink anything in the lab because you never know what was in the glass beforehand or what could have dropped into the glass. So, always take your food and drink and put it away. Always make sure to remove all distractions from the chemistry lab. Something such as your telephone could cause a distraction if someone texts you or calls you. For example,
Whoa! That was a close.
This one. Like I said, always keep your phone on silent and out of reach. Make sure to follow instructions while in the lab. You don't want to mistake any chemicals. So, for that, you always want to make sure that you read the box or bottle of chemicals twice. I'm going to check that this is sodium bicarbonate / baking soda. It is, like I said, always check twice. Now, let's make sure that this is vinegar. It is. Now that we know that we're using the correct chemicals, we can almost begin. Always make sure that you have a clean vessel to perform the experiment in. I'm going to clean out the vessel. Fill it with water and swish to get all contaminants out. Then pour out. Make sure you repeat this twice to ensure that all previous chemicals are out. Almost there! Now we're ready to put the sodium bicarbonate or baking soda into the vessel, almost ready to make the volcano. So, take a paper funnel and roll it small on one end and wide at the other, and place it into the vessel. Then, use spoonfuls of baking soda and add it to the funnel to go into the vessel. Always make sure that you use a spoon so no spills occur. So we're going to add 5 tablespoons of baking soda. shake the funnel to get any excess baking soda out. You never want to use a paper funnel while using any liquids or dangerous chemicals, as it might not be sufficient. However, with standard baking soda, it is safe. Baking soda is in, and we're going to put the vinegar in to create the volcano. We need to set everything else aside so we don't make a mess. So we'll take our chemical equation, our baking soda, as well as our paper funnel and spoon, and set it aside. You do want to have some paper towels handy in case there is a mess. Now, we're almost ready to pour the vinegar. Make sure that you pour with confidence and all at once so you overcome the surface tension and it doesn't dribble out, ruining the experiment. Now we're going to pour the vinegar in. So, set it about an arm's length away so you can pour, but it still doesn't get on you. Like I said, pour with confidence. So now we should expect an explosion of the vinegar and baking soda. If the teacher asks you to whiff the solution, never smell directly, as that can cause headaches depending on the chemical. Always whiff it so you get a slight sense of what it smells like, but you don't ever breathe in the chemical directly. And now that the volcano has exploded, we can set the vinegar aside, making sure that the lid is closed. And since we have made a mess, we can use those aforementioned paper towels to wipe the spill up. So, and always make sure you still have your gloves and goggles on throughout the duration of the experiment, so nothing will get on you. So, we're just going to wipe that up. And good thing we have our closed-toed shoes on, because that could have got on us. Alright, and we're all clean. Now you just have to clean up, make sure everything is in its correct place.